What I loved, what I'm seeing out of Quadrant is they're taking space on the map, but just wide space, right? There's players on every corner of this map, and because of that, they put Native Gaming in this stronghold, and it's 3 down for Native once again, and a triple for Glories.
Glories showing why he was busting his monster to begin with. A beautiful triple out of it. Long-range shot, Seeker with the double off screen, and APG stuck towards the both sides of the map, not even able to hold on to that perimeter. That's a 3 down for Native Gaming.
Do you know why they're not able to hold on to that perimeter, Tony? It's because the slays are very heavily in favor of Native. Have to start slaying, and that means they have to get these power weapons out of the hands of Snipe Girl.
Native Gaming coming out of that open bracket into pool play and trying to make it back into championship bracket, but you got a wild Quadrant that's sitting in the way of that. And with Snipe Drone hitting shots like that, it's gonna get harder and harder from here.
That's literally all it was. It was a 20-kill deficit. Quadrant leading. 49 kills for them and 29 for Native. So very, very large disparity there between the two.
And they just keep up from there because with Glory shooting with the shock like he is right now, and the fact that the last time these two matched up, it was 50-32. Native have control for now. Quadrant have the lead.
Yeah, again, Quadrant's gonna have that shock. Tapping buttons hitting some beautiful shots. A player out of that Latin America region has been into NA for multiple teams, including EG and Halo 5, and now finds himself on Native, but Glory doesn't want to hear any of that history. He just wants to hit shots with this shock rifle. 6 kills, and Quadrant will close out this game number 2. Quadrant are in full control, and now they lock in that triple cap. Tony, this is a vice that's going to be difficult to get out of. As you see APG spawning on the Brutes, it's going to be staggered spawns throughout.
The lead grows for Quadrant. Gilkey has made it towards the net side. This is what you want to see, but now it's Sika hitting that snipe, the necessary one, and right through the mid he goes. Native Gaming may have Charlie, but they don't have much else. In fact, Barco doesn't even have his head after that snipe.
Wow, beautiful. I mean, it's a great job by Native Gaming to try and capitalize on that AB setup, but they're not able to, and Quadrant take control once again.
The final seconds are coming in, and Native have to full-on push over toward the Bravo side. There's nowhere to go. They're able to take it, but look how Quadrant are able to out-rotate him and play Charlie. It is a full-on rotation that is happening right now, and eventually the win comes in. That's 250-94. Quadrant pull off the sweep. Native Gaming gonna have a tough road to try to make it into championship bracket.
Even though the slays aren't like out of hand for them, Tappin's having a little bit of a slow one. It's just this continual pressure from SSG into these spawns, like we're seeing from Stellar, it's just stifling them at the moment.
I agree. It's actually, to me, more impressive that Native has as many kills as they do, yet Space Station's leading this much on the Space Station side, because it shows just how efficient they're being with which kills they're selecting to maintain their control. Stellar with an overshield again, still has a little bit to play with. Will be able to get 2, might even come back for APG.
Discipline. Discipline though. Could have come back for APG. Yep. Would have every right to, right? He's 156-8. They've picked up a couple of kills. It's 3 dead now for Native Gaming, but instead plays his life and makes sure that he can pressurize the next set of spawners as quickly as possible. And I mean, SSG are just running away with this. It's a triple cap again. It's 170 points now, the mark that has been crossed, and only the 8 for Native Gaming.
Damage coming in. 3 dead once again. Barcode's your first spawner, but you really can get your damage, I would say 30 to 40% higher, if not more, when you are playing with your head on a swivel. It's a frenzy, by the way, for Stellar in the feed, if you were wondering just how well this team is doing. 17-6 for the man here, and they are not slowing down whatsoever. 240 points on the board.
Now you're going to see the nades being avoided. You see the flag being run. Bound got a double kill. Now it's a race. Can Tapping get this flag back to his base before the pressure comes in from SSG? Boy. It looks like the long haul push is arriving, and now it's about the kills. APG in a position on the green to do something, but Bound shuts it down. But Gilkey's going to force it home.
Wow, good shot by the Observer to just catch that. I don't understand how in that scenario Gilkey was able to do that. Probably still getting a call out based on the way he's moving around, but there's still a player around Sword. You hear the footsteps right now. Ow! Ow. Man, he might do wow. Really nice play once again from Gilkey. Good string of events coming from him. The back-to-back 1v1 wins against the might do it again. Wow, really good plays here. As quickly as we say that, Eco's your last player alive. He's in Sword, which will help the SSG spawners, but still 40 seconds on the clock.
APG trying to play this one sneaky. Bulldog, little 2-pump coming in. The short-range weapon certainly working here. for SSG at the moment. Inside of the base though, Barcode's going to get a double kill, and look at the shape now that they have to run this flag. Barcode takes some damage. There is an overextender in Legend who might be able to collapse, but it's Eco who comes back to clear his base, and by doing so, might just secure the game here for SSG.
Eco has shut this down. They were not ready for that angle. They were not ready for the trading angle. You could tell they lost track. I think they maybe thought Eco was still in sword or something. That flag will go home. 5 seconds left on the clock.
5 seconds left. That's going to dissipate. Nobody is in position to get that flag moving, and SSG, even though it was a scrap, even though it was a war, go up 2-1 in this series against Native Gaming. The camo comes up once more, which gives even more of a dilemma now to Native Gaming, who are thinking, hey, do we play for kills? Do we play for the camo? We need the ball out of the hands, and Eco says you can do all of it. I'm going to come in and kill you all.
Unbelievable from Eco there, just laying down damage and also just holding forward, knowing that if he doesn't necessarily clean those kills up, there were going to be teammates in back elevator to clean them up themselves. 10 points to go in round number 1. This one could be over soon. Also, you got to feel for Native Gaming. They're just trying to get that ball out of pipes, but it stays on the ledge. Like trying to get your contraband substances off of the windowsill before you get chased out by the police. Haven't been there before. Stellar still hitting shots here. 81 points on the board, a double kill as well.
Just lining them up at the moment. It's so easy for Stella when no one's looking at you, but it's much more difficult when someone's challenging. A beautiful triple coming in from Stella without shock, and that might have secured not just the game, but the series.
What a way to seal the deal. It's another one. 99 on the board. It'll be 100, and Space Station Gaming comfortably win the series 3-1. They also win game number 4 with a score of 2-0.
Shot there from Dead Zone, just on top of that platform. Octave gotten in that fight many a time, knowing where that head space is going to be when somebody's jumping, and there's going to be a second overshield, a perfect kill, a killing spree. Why not make it a triple kill for Dead Zone, doing everything?
Oh,
overkill!
Wow. Kicking his Saturday off the right way. Dead Zone finds himself an over. 13, 5, and 4 to kick this one off. And
Collect could be about to half the deficit. Yes, he can. 2-1 now the score. For Collect, maybe has ambitions of a little bit of revenge, of course, playing with this Native Gaming roster so long ago as Gilkey gets himself a triple kill and immediately sets his sights on pushing this flag. On the Bittersweet have, the push is going to come. They're not getting close enough. So much damage being put down by Gilkey just to ensure round 1 goes the way of Native Gaming.
When push comes to shove, just give Gilkey a stalker rifle and he'll get the job done in those final moments. I think that Bittersweet might have got hold of this one. Well, they did. I think Collect had it, and now he falls, sadly. So that was their chance to try and do something with it, but Descendant at least is defending his life in PD. And that double kill will allow the spawners to try and make a difference, to try and take down some of these players so they can actually get some ball control, and he's still going. 3 go down for Native Gaming. This is Bittersweet's chance to set up in tower.
But Bittersweet find themselves in the exact same situation they were in before. They have got to make a play, and they've got to make one quick.
That's one of the downsides of having a setup. If you do not play that ball, then the other team can take advantage of it. They can get control, and now Bittersweet have to go, but Native will hold on. Native will get the second round, and Barcode's headset falls off yet again. We need to find something to keep it on that man's head, but it is a 2-1 lead here for Native Gaming. Bittersweet just couldn't get over the hump there.
Just about with that D-scope saving himself from a headshot.
Yeah, Collect can really make the difference and could actually win them the hill here. All it takes is hitting one shot, and that's all you need. Double kill now. Once more, but it is going to allow the rest of the team to score, and it's going to be 3 back to back. Oh, so close to get in the over, but it will secure at least the hill for Bitters. Maybe now he can do something to be a real nuisance here, as he's going to find the first player, bottom middle.
Bittersweet currently hold a 7-kill advantage. They're outslaying by 7. 3-1 lead, so not blowing this team out of the water by any stretch of the imagination, but the kills have come at the right time when they need to capitalize on things. Lots of time in this hill to change the destiny of the series and indeed this game. Collect top middle is going to fall. They're pushing solo, they're getting picked apart, and Native Gaming are in the ascendancy right now.
It's getting shaky, and Barcode roars across the main stage to let them know, because now it's one last push here for Bittersweet. Otherwise, they will be out of this tournament.
One last push, one last hurrah. What have they got? They're so far away here. They have to get kills and get in the hill, and it's just not got the time to do it.
Native Gaming stand up, they stand strong, they win the series 3-1.
Native Gaming will be going through to bracket play.
ITB Esports and Boots up currently 2 kills, 5 assists right now. Has only died 1 time. He's been a thorn in the side for Carolina Gaming because every fight that they get into, they're weak. Boots up putting it up on everybody on the map. What a triple coming out of Woo Tom.
19-8 the score so far.
The very first time we're seeing them get 3 down on the map, like you said, flag is moving. But a great stop there. I believe that was Cherish finishing off Rail too. They're still trying to toss this one out. I like that by Frosty. Getting a touch on it, being there in case they need to get a double team, and then getting to the high ground, lay down shots.
Snakebite get this in the
Cherish get a
window?
couple kills though. This is not guaranteed just yet,
Beautiful.
but Snakebite, great grapple and cap. Now they're trying to stop the counter.
Notice how Frosty threw that flag quantum back. Snakebite had to grapple. The only reason FaZe capped this flag is because he was able to close the distance on that. He was the last player alive. He grapples the flag in. FaZe could take the lead, and now they have to defend their heads-up awareness by Pure to be able to know exactly that Royal 2 is quantuming back, to know where that quantum is and to have eyes on it immediately. Not letting him get away. Frosty doing some nasty things as he picks up the snipe, the body shot to match.
And also just look at that step up in intensity. Frosty was probably hitting nastier clips than that yesterday, and you didn't see an ounce of emotion out of him. Now he realizes the stakes are really on. He respects these opponents so strong, knows how good they are, and he is getting hyped up when he makes great. Pure pulled ahead by 6 kills. It's 49 kills for Pure, 43 kills for FaZe.
Drug's still doing work with the snipe and needs to do work. Roll 2 in his face, Roll 2, no problem. Drug, no scope, body shot gives him a taste of his own medicine. Pure tied this game up 1-1.
Not forcing plays they don't need to. So many other players in that situation, even from a top team, would say, I'm so close to this flag, can I just try to desperately get this one in and maybe give up that free kill? But instead, so those old comms are no good. All of a sudden, they're calling somebody over at their Magnum or over at their screens. And he's already repositioned across the map.
Big kill by Druk under Royal 2. That was going to continue that flag potentially, but Druk hits the important shot to remove that flag carrier. Royal 2 did throw that flag out, but nobody on FaZe in a position to be able to get a touch. It doesn't look like 15 seconds now, and this may be the last life that Frosty gets in game 1.
Yeah, I don't really see how he's going to make this one happen. He's going to have to start with a kill or 2, though. There's a perfect kill by Frosty. He's looking for any more damage. Can anyone get the touch? 2, 1, flag gets out. We are going into overtime for a short bit. Frosty's going to try and make the heroic play and grab, but it's going to be too little too late. Renegade's going to watch that pie chart go down, and that's going to be game number 1. Going in favor of Pure.
The nap continues to slow down. FaZe continues to catch up. If you are Pure, you have to find a way to pick the pace back up because you are falling right into where FaZe wants you to be.
Yeah, and this is tough. It feels
It's
like
tied.
They are one of those rosters that can start to find those small patterns and changes that you do as a team, and they can find weaknesses in that. Now a 1-kill game, which used to be a 6-kill game. Seems to be control the overshield, control the fate of your game. That's a 2-kill lead for Pure as you're at 45-43. New OS coming up in 45 seconds, but I'm not sure if we'll get that far.
Lastly, last shot, what do you want to say to the fans here that came to support Pure? We got some people in the chat. We got some people in the crowd that's screaming your name as well.
Yeah, I want to thank my mom, my dad for being here. Love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you everybody out here for the fans, all of us. Y'all really make this happen.
All right, that's going to do it for me and Last Shot on the stage. Make some more noise for Pure. Lottie, let's break it down.
Thank you so much, Blaze. It's always good to hear from the young guns as well, having their moment in the limelight, and rightfully so, because a sweep against FaZe is so hard to do, but they made that look like a walk in the park, I'm pretty sure, to be honest.
They're going to go for it, so they throw that bait down on the hook, and they reel it back in with the kill, and they destroy a chance that would have been a setup. However, since then, it's been a 2-2 split. Talik with some big shots there to keep his life. Unfortunately, 2 members of FaZe have made their way to tower. great damage onto another player. Talik doing so much here to stay alive. He gets another assist and another kill, and that's going to result in Pure having to set up all because Talik and his individual skill was showcased.
There's a lot of times where somebody eventually gets it towards Garage or towards Tower and it ends up being like a 40-point run. Instead, we've been seeing more like 15, 20-point runs at most.
This is big. FaZe found 2 kills.
Oh my God.
Talik is going to pick up the camo, but 3 going down as FaZe have the oddball top tower will allow them to get some significant time back to tower and have a setup. Snakebite destroys that storyline immediately. Last shot's going to throw that ball back bottom middle because here are
my God.
Beautiful shots from Last Shot to somehow get a kill at that angle. That's disgusting. It's a 10-point lead, 15 seconds remaining. The ball neutralized currently, but Last Shot trying to flush this player out. Has a teammate, but here come the reinforcement for FaZe. Renegade, the last player alive in the back of house. Surrounded. Now, 7 points to go. When they get the lead, they will drop the ball. They will try to slay.
Yep, waiting for 2 more points, and then here comes the slaying round as its Last Shot drops the ball, trying to secure this first round. They cannot let FaZe touch this ball. Push coming in from Sandbags, and they need to touch quick. Can anyone get close? Nobody in position to get the ball touch. And that's going to be round 1 going for Pure, despite getting outslayed.
7 points to go. The upset seems like a reality. The ball carrier, however, goes down. That buys FaZe some time. These fights are crucial, and Talik beats Frosty. Druk is here as well. The grenades came. Oh, the no-scope does, but he gets hit by a grenade. 3 down for FaZe, 3 up for Pure, and they're on top of the ball. 5 points to go, and FaZe Clan will be eliminated to the lower bracket. Pure get it done, and the biggest win of their careers so far happens in winners bracket round 1 in dominant fashion.
They played so well. Members of FaZe were also playing incredible there, so you can't just say you caught them on a cold day. But Pure brought the hype, came out, dominated FaZe 3-0, and now moved on to the winners in the semis.
Welcome back, Druk. And what a series for It's the Last Shot. Cherish.
Thank you so much, Wes and Walshy. Atlanta, make some noise for Pure as they come out with a Pure win against the London champions. Man, a 3-0 here on the main stage. Just talk to me about how you feeling with the boys in this moment right now.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling great. Second time on main stage for me. Druk back, 2-time. Yeah, man, I couldn't be more proud of the team right now. Just got to keep putting our head down, keep putting in the work, and we'll get there.
And stay focused, okay? That's just winner's round run right there. Now, yesterday, when you guys played up against Optic, it went game 5, and people were saying, you know what, Optic was just playing slow. They wasn't giving you your credit, but now people got to show y'all some respect after taking down the London champions, am I right?
Oh yeah, you're definitely right, 100%.
There you go, okay? Lastly, Last Shot, what do you want to say to the fans here that came to support Pure? We got some people in the chat, we got some people in the crowd that's screaming y'all name as well.
Yeah, I want to thank my mom, my dad for being here. Love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you everybody out here for the fans, all of us. Y'all really make this happen.
All right, that's gonna do it for me and Last Shot on the stage. Make some more noise to Pure. Lottie, let's break it down.
Thank you so much, Blaze. It's always good to hear from the young guns as well, having their moment in the limelight, and rightfully so, because a sweep against FaZe is so hard to do, but they made that look like a walk in the park, I'm pretty sure, to be honest.
Force him back, and this is the last roll of the dice, you would say, in this game for the Sentinels. They need these kills, they need them to go their way, but trades aren't really gonna do it. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Ledger picks up the triple. He wants the over onto Falcated as well. Can he get it? Oh! No, he can't.
Does not get it in the end. Still a triple on the board, but I think we're all hungrier for more.
Ball incoming. Here's the ball. All dropped. Defeat. Enemy has the ball. Ball. Enemy has the ball.
Snipe drone gets bodied. SLG gets a kill on the Mighties.
Flag returns.
Flag will get sent back and Chick will find another, but again it's sniping from a defensive point of view. Now is the opportunity to push forward and apply some pressure of your own. Start to dictate the base here. You've done so well. Rockets are going to be handed over, and now the opportunity comes for ITB, and Chick's on the move.
We said we needed something special from an individual, from someone to step up. But Glory not only has the overshield, but also repulses that rocket straight back to Chick's.
Jimbo, though, in the green box. He starts to throw an aid forward. A couple of members of Quadrant stuck in the mauler. Does Jim have the information he needs? 3 go down. Here's the moment. Can ITB push this one forward? Mighty's is going to try and provide cover fire. Jimbo's on the move, and he's already got it down long haul.
Seeker does get a kill onto Wooten, though, and now Seeker can maybe move round. But Jim, this is experience. This is what you asked the question. Is Jimbo good enough? Can he get the slays? It doesn't matter if he can get the flag in. And ITB take the lead with only mere seconds left. And Quadrant cannot touch the flag. It's 1-0 to ITB in what is going to be a very exciting European series.
Well.
Another one. And I come here. Nice. There was a guy other. Yeah, elbow, come on. Watch out on Mike. Here, man. Touch it! On me. How much on? Come on.
Brain and instead accept the death, move on, and give relative callouts that can help your team.
Wow. Mighty's with a return to sender. Licked the stamp, applied it to the envelope, got himself a kill.
It was the objective work from ITB that won them that game in the end. That one moment where they got a few kills and made it work. This could be the same scenario here in Oddball, where they're just better with the kills that they get over Quadrant in this objective fashion.
Efficiency, it's always something we talk about, we harp on about it. Double kill for Wooten. And he's rotating around looking for more targets to deal damage to. He's found a victim here. Glory down to no shields, trying to stay alive on Laundry, cannot do so. The assist medal comes through. SLG on caution, another assist comes through. Wooten's doing the damage, his teammates are getting the kills. This is what you need to see. They have an 18-second lead, and Camouflage is going to be up in 5 seconds.
ITB, who have the lead with 10 seconds remaining, and I believe they are just going to watch over this one. They are going to force a Quadrant push.
ITB draw a line in the sand. If you want it, come and get it. And a Quadrant do not have the answers. We're going to a game 5.
Wonderboy points towards his head and says it's all about that mental game, staying strong after 2 back-to-back losses. They send themselves into a game 5 and say, we are not done yet.
Shields up, weapons hot. We're on their way in game 5, baby.
This is where boys become men in a game 5 like this, and Mighty's already getting a double and gets away with the camouflage. That's outrageous as 4 members of Quadrant fall. We spoke about the opening strategies. We spoke about how important it could be to take the lead here, and it is ITB who strike first.
You've got to be wary of your ITB. You win this series, but you might lose a player. So be careful with how you win it. Don't be too dominant.
Just do enough.
Just do enough. Just get over the edge. Make this one a 50-49. Snipe drones in big trouble. Snipe drones no longer a problem.
As that final map, was it not? When you thought maybe Foe were going to be able to walk away with the victory. Of course, Foe previously of ITB. I wonder whether any of that memory will start to ring through.
They're already 6 kills to the good. They only need 10. They're playing this one perfectly, but Glory has got the camouflage.
Camouflage is big, but you're still 7 kills down, and ITB only 9 away from taking this series, getting into the top 8, and taking that crown away from Quadrant. But Glory does get a big stick. You have to take out the camouflage, and Chick proving his worth in that moment.
Chick almost taking down Snipe Drone as well. Jimbo tries to go for the stick. 2 kills is all that separates us, and Glory's getting aggressive.
We mentioned speed. You have to join Glory here. You have to be right by his side. Someone has to partner him. Well, Glory says, if you won't be with me, I'll come and join you. He goes into his death. 49-47. But there it is!
SLG falls, as do Quadrant. ITB topple the European champions.
The keyboard is raised aloft once more. as the best ever mouse and keyboard player in the history of Halo does it yet again. And it's against European competition. For so long have ITV been in the shadows of Quadrant, but finally they break out of the darkness and they send Quadrant home.
I got Jimbo with me on the main stage, and Jimbo, we know what this rivalry is when it comes down to the other European teams. You're playing up against old teammates here on the main stage. How does it feel for you and the boys to get this win?
I mean, this is absolutely great. We had a rough day yesterday, and we were kind of like a bit of a low. We came in today, and we've been fired up, and we've absolutely been popping off. And obviously, again, to beat the team that's been beating us for the majority of the season feels absolutely amazing. Like, obviously, I love half of those guys or 3/4 of those guys on Quadrant, but it's just sorry. It just feels great. It feels great.
It does. It definitely does. Now, you guys are one of the few teams, actually some of the only top teams that has a mouse and keyboard player in your squad. Just talk to me about the legend, Waltum, and what he's able to do in his movement for the squad to be able to create some of those plays.
It's well-deserved applause from him. The guy is cracked, dude, and as being so young. And one of the things you guys probably don't see on the background is, oh yes, he's cracked and keeping an eye, but his mental. Yesterday, a lot of us were kind of like down in the dumps, and this guy comes in our hotel room and he's like, boys, forget about it. Like, name a day. Like, we don't need to dwell on the past, just think about the future. And I'm sitting there thinking as like the captain of the team, like, all right, this guy's telling me what to do. And I'm like, I'm embracing that, and that's definitely helped us today. So this guy is an absolute legend at the age he's at.
Hey, I love that, Jim. I'm gonna let you get to your next series, okay, and start preparing. Still a long road for you guys. Atlanta, show some more love to ITB. That does it for me and Jimbo on the stage. Lot, take us away.
Oh my goodness. 3/4 of the team he's happy with. Who is that person? What has been going on? Drama? You know, I have to know.
I'm not going to give away Jimbo's secrets, but I mean, it's pretty,
SLG.
Yes. It's pretty evident of which players Jimbo has had to see get taken away from him, right? And we also know that there's a history between Jimbo and SLG. They've butted heads a little bit. Of course, they're friends, but they still will butt heads, whether it's in-game or it's outside of game.
Right.
Jimbo has no bad blood against his previous teammates, against Glory, against Snipe Drone, but when his players keep getting taken away from him, there's always going to be a comment when you finally are able to topple them.
That makes complete sense. He's being poached. I understand that. SLG is the poacher. Totally understand that. And honestly, I think, if anything, it's motivation, right?
Moving into position and using this flag as bait. It's not over just yet as Stave moving forward just a bit and Stave hitting shots, staying alive. Are you kidding me? That should be the third and final flag cap, and this is what we talk about when we talk about Stave by doing it all. Whether it's slaying, whether it's objective, you just saw it right there. 3-0 FaZe in game one.
Oh my. Renegade has the game in his hands.
Street fight goes down. Respected with the double kill, but a 49th kill for FaZe, and Renegade stays on the map just barely. Watch that momentum here. 6 bullets, but he won't need it as one is already planted on the Spectre. Finishes him with the Bandit. FaZe go up 2-0 in the series.
You have to understand how clutch that was. 2 of his teammates go down, the snipe, and then the beautiful clean flick for that last shot. Renegade closing out the game like he's supposed to.
Enemy team took the hill.
Really does squeeze you into those spawns, and that's what SSG are doing right now. Every time they get a 3 or 4 dead, it's usually the majority of a hill that gets captured alongside it. Pure, still 2 dead. Tolik, he's going to fall as well, and Cherished finds himself last alive.
3 dead yet again, as you say, and just like that, Space Station takes all of that Pure progress and they flip it on its head. Take a look at the progress. Another kill on the Sneaky means another hill on the board momentarily for SSG.
And yet another killing spree for
Waiting
Stella.
and baiting.
10-4 at the moment in this game, and Legend, he's 10-2 as well.
They're going to wait to rotate. Look, they don't finish it. They make sure they get the first few kills. Rarely do you see that, but that tells you just how much of a stranglehold, of a grip, of an anaconda hold that Space Station Gaming has on this game. They are waiting, they are baiting, they are timing their hill finishes, playing with their food. Just like a big snake would, 2-0 here in favor of SSG. 2-0 here in favor of SSG.
And Stellar is just continuing to run rampant on this map at the moment. 13-4 is B at the moment, and he's having all sorts of fun.
He is, and it feels like every game he's putting up these numbers. It's been wild to see he's back on form. As you say, 13-4. We saw earlier this year that Stellar was on a different level, maybe on a different form and reaching a whole new part of his career. He is right back on that same tear. Does it again, of course. It's a killing frenzy for Stellar. In your winners semifinal, this man is showing no signs of slowing. Let's see if Legend caught him there on Keydor. It looks like based on Legend's movement, he might have. Here comes Talik on the push. It's a 1v2.
I've said this before, Bound has the best camo eyes in all of Halo. And he's going to find him now, and he's going to take him down, and once again proves the point that this man, he sits close to his monitor for a reason.
Also, such a momentum boost, you know, whenever you're playing and you could just say single-handedly, be like, I killed Camo, I took down Camo. It's such a momentum boost to think that in a 1v1, they're essentially a 1v2, regardless. Just to know that you took down Camo, and then also beautiful, perfect reversal coming in.
Big door pillage. Yeah, we're good. Yo, white wall Apex behind you. Big door and 2 Apex, big door and 2 Apex.
Look at me.
Yes, I'm all good. Look good. Wait.
He hasn't done anything wrong in that position. It's just a great play from Drug to recognize what he had to do to output maximum damage. Cherish now going to be challenging, but Eiko teaches a lesson and turns back for... Yeah, it's essentially 4 dead. It was 2 dead followed by a 2 dead. Nobody can get across the map in time, and Bound is just playing this corner, thinking if one more kill for my team, a couple of extra ones onto the ring finger will let them know that Space Station Gaming have closed the series out. A 3-0 sweep over a Pure who looked so good earlier today, and SSG look like they're here to reclaim their credit.
How does it feel to take those boys down?
Feels good. We played them online. We know how good they are. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they've beat us before, but we know what to expect, and we just play our game. So.
There you go. And that's kind of what I was going to ask you next, too. You know, you guys got a chance to, you know, they took Optic to Game 5. They took down FaZe. I didn't know if you was probably even planning on playing these guys on the main stage, you know? I was going to ask, what type of prep did y'all do beforehand, or you guys just had to really just stick to your guns and go see what happens?
We were specifically prepared for this round's game types and scrims. These are the game types we would focus on because we expected to play FaZe, so we were well prepared coming into this match.
Definitely was. Now, talk to me about how proud you are of the boys for what you guys have done thus far. You know, you won Major 1. After that, it was some woes, but, you know, what you guys planning on doing to getting back to that grand finals and winning again?
Just the same thing we always do. I mean, we won Arlington, played terrible in London, but I think that was a fluke event, and we've been practicing really hard and focusing on certain things. And if we just play how we play, I think we're going to win.
FaZe B is going to be potentially transferred over, but not quite yet. They get that player out of B. FaZe Clan continuing to score. 15 points is all they need. Royal 2 finds a massive kill. 2 players trying to push the C flat, but Royal 2 rotates perfectly. Renegade, the distraction, doing his job. Royal 2 doing his job. The double kill comes through, and that will end game 1, 250 to 104. FaZe Clan looked that has been strong for them this year so far. They were phenomenal at it in London, and they could not get on the right path in that game 3 against Pure. Same game type, same mode combination, a much different story. They started well in round 1, if you remember. They jumped out to an early lead, but that lead got erased completely and overtaken by the way FaZe played that mid game. Sentinels need to find their rhythm here in game 3 if they want to extend this to a round 3. They fight above, Valkyrie from the top rope. Head gone. Lethal dominated. Precision does find a kill, and as I say,
is slowly ticking down, slice by slice. Falcated to get the next one to grab, but there's a player over in Mohawk. Falcated feels the desperation in the scenario, but he's not giving up just yet.
Once he goes down, Sentinels have numbers, but Falcated goes down. The pie chart starts to tick again. Precision finds another kill. Last 2 players from FaZe are in no position to try and get this reach, and this flag is by itself. 2 members of Sentinels go for the flag at the same time. A bit of a miscommunication there, as one player does get into the tunnel. He misses the side with the flag. He's going to have to drop it. The pie chart will start to tick. Renegade is here, and the pie chart will tick down. Boobadooboo can't get to it. It doesn't look like just steps away, but that will be how Sentinels remember their tournament here in Atlanta. They will be eliminated from the bracket, and FaZe Clan will move on to at least a top 6 finish and elimination bracket round.
Going to rotate towards tower. Cycle's going to get taken down to no shields. He's in big trouble, and the season 1 MVP is in hot pursuit, locks in that kill. 2 down for Rebellion, 2 down for Optic Gaming. And Lucid's looking to step forward towards tower, go face to face with Suppress, go one-on-one with Suppress. Both of them pop each other's shields, neither one of them fall.
This one could be really frustrating for Rebellion because they were so close and Lucid had no right to get that kill, gets the reversal.
Soul Snipe inside the hill with 18 seconds left on the clock. Do they have enough? Yes, they do. Rebellion take the lead here.
18 seconds remain then for Optic to try and rescue this game. We go back to the first hill, back over towards batteries. Now it's down to 13 seconds, and Shopify Rebellion doing their best to keep Optic away from this hill. They need to make sure no one steps in.
Now you're worried. Now you're concerned if you're the green wall. Suppress picked up a double kill. They're spawning over towards blue pipes. There's no time. This one's done. Rebellion win game 1. Formal's got sniper rifle. Mental has got to play this one slow. Which way is it gonna go? Which way will it push and pull? All of Optic Gaming have rotated out. They're gone towards house. They know they cannot give away another death. Lucid's got one. Can they capitalize? No! Suppressed, double their series lead, and they're 1 away from the winners finals.
What on earth is happening in this tournament? We saw FaZe knocked down to the elimination bracket just earlier. Optic taken to a game 5 against Pure in pool play, and now Optic are going to have to reverse sweep again here if they want to find themselves in the winners finals. But doesn't look like it's going to happen, as again Optic Gaming shutting down members of Rebellion.
You can dig the graves, Rebellion, but you can't force Optic to jump in. Cycle's got the overshield, and he could be looking to get himself back in the game. Triple kill for him, driving forward, but they need flag captures and they need them quickly. We're running out of time here. Rebellion have got to throw everything they have forward.
Last remaining player was Formal, and he sent it home and might have just won the game here for Optic Gaming, if not for something of a moment of magic from a Rebellion player. But with Soul Snipe going down and Formal on the flag, surely it's too late. But 3 are dead. Is anyone going to touch it? Yes, they will. Cycle gets the grab, but it's a great trade. But now 3 are down for Optic, and Rebellion can keep this one moving.
Mental's going to keep driving this one forward. He's made it all the way to the car side, receiving damage from the opposing fridge, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get his shields back in time. Cycle provides cover fire, but will it be enough? A grenade spins up, takes his shields away. They're going to have to play this one patient. Soul Snipe gets Formal. Mental gets Trippy. Dead Zone's going to kill, but it's not enough. We're all tied up, and we're going to run it back.
And then Rebellion showed why they have yet to lose CTF Aquarius this season. And what does that do to the mentality of Optic Gaming? They gave everything in those initial 12 minutes, but now, as you say, we run it back, we start it again, 5 minutes on the clock, another fresh overshield, but Rebellion are 3 down. So it doesn't look like it's phased Optic, all 4 dead, and they're moving the flag. Rebellion need to hope they can get someone quickly to the other side of the map.
Optic getting icy, Rebellion getting dicey. The green wall restores some parity to this series. 2-1 now the score, and you know the seed that was planted is starting to grow. They could be on for a reverse sweep. Closing very quickly as well, 10 seconds remaining. Mental's going to try and get close. Trippy's going to drop the ball, a perfect shot into the back. Soul Snipe has got to try and delay and prolong his life cycle. Immediately gets cut down. This is looking good for Optic Gaming here. If Lucid can keep on doing damage, and of course he can. Optic Gaming have hands on ball. Mental can try, but it does not matter. Optic continue to score. Lucid's dropping bags. Round 1 goes to Optic Gaming.
You know it's not good when Lucid starts to drop bags. He means business, and they are looking to try and make a statement, trying to get in the heads of Shopify Rebellion. I would be terrified if I was on that Rebellion.
Kills go in their favor, and Rebellion are holding strong with 85 seconds of time. Optic Gaming are in trouble here. They're on the ropes, and they've got to go. All 4 dead, and Rebellion are closing in on victory. They just have to hold the ball. Cycle's keeping it safe as a baby, and Rebellion complete the upset. 3-1 the final score.
Some choice words from Soul Snipe as Optic Gaming gets sent into that elimination bracket. Was the teabag brought out a little bit too early? As now Optic are going to have to fight tooth and nail down in what is one of the craziest elimination brackets we have seen in quite some time. Rebellion do it again. It's another top 3. Last time it was SSG's head. This time it's Optic Gaming.
How was y'all feeling there in that last round of oddball?
I mean, that first round, we just kind of gave them it. We were stacking each other, and then we kind of picked it up round 2 and 3, so feels good. I also have to say that first hill on recharge, we had it almost capped, but Mikey's controller actually disconnected, so.
Ah, okay. No wonder why you guys got so much momentum after you tied it up 2-2 right there to really kind of close that map out. Now, going forward here, you guys going up against SSG tomorrow, okay? And you ain't played them since you beat them in London, okay? How does it feel to play against those guys in the winners finals?
SSG?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, SGG is a great team. We know what they're capable of. We're just going to go straight at them.
They are looking like a team who might just be able to win a championship at some point.
What in
Oh
the world?
my God.
I mean, I was watching it from Psycho's point of view a lot of the time, and the damage he was doing was insane.
Wait.
But look, it's suppressed. 3,100 damage. Look how close the other members of Optic are to 3,100. That's the impact Suppress is having on this series. Holy, we do not see damage differentials between players in the same series like that when two big dogs are going at it. But Suppressed had the series to remember. Not only did he go plus 20, but that damage is just incredible. He's a superstar. I think you're right there. I think you're right, and I think that if he can consistently play like this, Shopify might become a champion here by the end of this week.
Was a huge beat for them, but they want more. Active camouflage coming up. Breaking shot of the snipe, but he can't avoid that one. Boots him, plants one right through the skull. A breaking shot, and he's not done. Ryan, you nerd, you died too.
Oh my goodness gracious. It's going to be 2 down for the side of Complexity. This is his chance to break on through. Ryan gets his shields back, but he will be smothered by the side of Complexity. 3 down now, and it's going to be ITB who will punch their ticket through and give Complexity a ticket on the plane home.
3-0 sweep coming out of Into the Breach. That's what at least they wanted to see. That's what the fans back home wanted to see from across the pond. But Complexity, it's back to the drawing board.
He's got that quantum translocator, but somehow Dead Zone taking out his old teammate Renegade with a nice shot.
A big kill to get that player out of the hill. Dead Zone finding a second kill. 4 down for FaZe. FaZe off to play towards the green side, but they do not account for Dead Zone getting the snipe and immediately hitting the bridge route. In the meantime, Formal has been able to pick up camo. It does get burned, but Dead Zone's still going to be a problem with the snipe. Optic are in the hill and continuing to get.
Oh, that one was personal. You notice how Dead Zone just knows where these routes are coming from. The 75% mark, and then they were able to close out that first hill. Can they do a last stand one more time here on the second hill in King of the Hill? That would be devastating here for FaZe.
That would deflate FaZe. 2 points in a row. Optic about to clutch, and Lucid with that pick on Frosty in the big door is huge. It denies FaZe's realistic push. Renegade gets removed from the map as well. Tommy Wilson heating up with the snipe, and Optic hits the point.
That is devastating. I originally thought that we were going to see Dead Zone potentially just give up that free snipe out of desperation to try to stop the hill. It seems like making that correct play, pushing towards Nest, killing Royal 2, was everything that Optic needed to get momentum in their favor. Killing spree, making a double kill for MVP Lucid.
Yeah, that's where Lucid was. Well, Lucid's here now, and he will not be denied. 12-3-5, Formal at 10-5. The superstars for Optic are here to play on Saturday. Renegade jumps in the hill with the snipe right now. You know that's not where he wants to be, so he's going to relocate top tower. Does he know players are already here? He can't hit the no-scope on the first player jumping top tower. The repulse to deny him from closing the gap is perfect. He gets a splatter with the repulse right there. A player's playing his life so well on the dice, and Renegade starting to heat up, finds himself a double, but FaZe have nearly got to play perfect if they want to come back in this game, and Renegade is capable of perfect. Finds the quick scope for the double, and now FaZe should be moments away from capping this hill. As I say that, they get 2 kills on the Optic, and Lucid being hunted down. It's Renegade to take that snipe out of his hand, and now FaZe in this hill, 1:30 on the clock, have an opportunity to make this a 1-cap game. The hill will go back to P1 here, as it's just a 1-hill game. Optic are on a little bit of a staggered respawn. They're trying to create some space. They may have to deal with Renegade, and Renegade is dealing with them instead. 4 down for Optic. FaZe will get in the hill, freeze the time, and this is a huge moment for FaZe to tie this game. And FaZe may just play a perfect hill here back on the rotation to tie this game up.
I mean, if I'm Optic here, I think you're playing for hill number 7 at this point. You got to get that tower control, but it looks like they have a different idea in mind.
Oh!
Snakebite wins the fight. That's going to be 3 down for Optic. And Optic trying desperately to stop the green hill, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be ourselves a tie game.
It was once 3-0. It's all of a sudden 3-3. FaZe not going quietly here in game 1. Optic set up for the 7th point, but here comes the FaZe Clan. Renegade back tower, double kill for him, 3 down for Optic. Last player alive training, and Renegade's gonna jump in the hill and get early progression in this last final hill for FaZe.
Renegade just putting up some massive numbers so far, 25, 8, and 16 when his team needs him the most. He started off strong and he's finishing strong right now.
It's all tied up, but the progression in FaZe's favor. Here comes Optic. Rule 2 goes down. Optic have numbers. Trippy will be taken down as well. These numbers now even 3-3. Another killing spree for the Demon. Multiple players from Optic in his face. He's dealing with all of them! And Renegade somehow does the impossible to give FaZe control back. FaZe are playing this one slow. This will be their last push if they decide to go this slow. Lucid trying to find an opening. He spots a couple of players. He's picking them out to his team, but Lucid wants to get involved. He spots Frosty bottom pillars. A pick onto Frosty. Renegade the last player alive, and there's 3 members of the green wall to go through. Renegade gets spotted, taken to no shield. Lucid able to stay alive, and because FaZe tried to push slowly on that break, it did not work, and now FaZe are desperate. Here they come top middle, but they can't get there in time. And Optic Gaming show a little bit of ice there at the end to finish game 1 in their favor.
That's fine. Play the back. Play the back. Play the back. Play the back.
Top E, blue engine, top E. They're just trying to single me out.
Yeah, try to play for melees.
Go, I'm close it. Peter, close.
Hold on.
Nice run.
Quick. Two shots.
B2 weak. Somewhere blue engine. Ran up from
Nice!
FaZe starting to get loud. You hear the nice as we come back. Optic under a lot of pressure, and Frosty anchoring this window position with the battle rifle, doing some great damage onto Lucid, even finds the kill. The pick across the map is not something you often see, but Frosty wants 20. Frosty gets 20. Frosty spots Trippy top car as well. Pressure Underworld 2 in the closet as Frosty finds 21. Lucid, you want to be 22? Lucid, you are 22 as Frosty takes over this game 2, 48 now, 43.
They know Lucid's down at Engine 1. Now do they decide to hunt him down and chase down at Engine 1, or do they decide to go for the high ground? Looks like they decide to go down low, and Lucid has loop-de-looed on over back towards the top.
All 4 down for FaZe momentarily as they spawn back up. The respawners are starting to split spawn. Optic Gaming continuing to swarm, and this is where the map gets ugly, ladies and gentlemen. Optic now up over 140 points and climbing. They're gonna have their first overshow of the game. Renegade somehow manages to punch that into his chest before getting taken down. They should be able to gain some control. Can FaZe replicate the same level of dominance is the big question. 2 go down for Optic. Renegade is able to stay alive. A trip cap now for FaZe, and how long can they keep this going? They're going to need a perfect game from here on out. 3 down for Optic, and everyone's starting to find kills for FaZe.
Yep, it's now FaZe's turn for the full setup. Like we said, there's not going to be too much back and forth on this control. This may be FaZe needing to close this out from the setup, or Optic could close this one out as soon as they can stop the bleeding. And FaZe doing a fantastic job so far. All 4 down.
Oh my God.
There's the spawn. They're looking for the bunker spawn. Do they see it?
I have the scariest feeling this game is going to get crazy in a minute. 145 and climbing towards that 212 mark to potentially take the lead. World 2's the first one to drop a dead zone as well, goes down. Renegade's under a lot of pressure. Lucid trying to jump top tower to take him down and not able to make the jump. The trip cap is finished. It's just a BNC control right now. Optic have done a great job to get out of this situation. Still in the lead right now. 212 to 167. Oh
my God.
Leads for him. Lucid goes down, and that trip cap could be right back in their favor if Optic aren't careful.
They're trying to close out these last 8 points. FaZe need to not only stop A, they need to grab another stronghold.
They got feed and B. They got feed and B, and Snakebite, he needs to stay alive. Trippy trying to chow him. Trippy gets taken down. Snakebite gets taken down. Formal with a double will end the game for Optic Gaming, and it couldn't have been any closer. But Optic Gaming will take the lead in the series once again, 2-1.
They break through, get the first kill. 7 points away here for FaZe. Can they run away and rotate and get these last points? The answer's gonna be no. They're gonna get these 3 kills over towards Elevator. And now Snakebite and Frosty, the only 2 alive. Kills back and forth, but it looks like FaZe coming out ahead in that first exchange. Trippy and Lucid doing everything they can to try to get some stops. And it's going to be Trippy, the one who said he didn't step up in London, gets a triple kill, shuts down FaZe as they're about to get a ball set up.
Revenge is a meal best served cold, and Trippy trying to eliminate FaZe in their own tournament here on Saturday as he picks up the biggest 3 kills of the series yet.
Time is no longer on their side. They have to get these kills. They have to hold the ball. If Optic just break the sep, it's not about scrapping the last 5 seconds. It's about trying to hold the ball.
Trippy's behind them. Trippy gets the kill. They don't play the ball. And with 17 seconds, 3 points to go. Trippy sends Snapehead home with a kill with the eyeball. And Trippy redeems himself from his finals performance. And Optic Gaming eliminate FaZe Clan from their own hosted tournament here in Atlanta. We will see the championship whites tomorrow, and Optic will be proud to represent the Green Wall.
That series, it was a tough one, okay? If on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult was it, okay? You got 2 great teams here on the stage.
I mean, FaZe is always a 10. They always come to play. We got big leads in a couple games, and they fought right back, but we just closed it out. So that's what we were focused on.
Definitely did, okay? You know, even from, from the strongholds there into the Slayers, it was. You guys had those leads in those moments, but in the end, able to kind of hold it down there. Going to Sunday, you guys don't have to see them no more, okay? Does that make Sunday any easier, or with the 3 teams that's left, you still think it's going to be difficult?
I mean, with the way Halo Infinite's been, I think it's going to be as difficult as it's ever been, honestly. Shopify, last event, show what they're capable of. They just did it today again. So, I mean, we just have to come correct tomorrow and really play our game and come out hot.
Exactly, okay.
First pick, it's a 3v3 on the map, but let's all to trade out, as you say.
Wootum
just decides, I'll do it myself. Flies through the air, hits the no-scope, but he's going to have to hit a few more here if they want to secure this hill. It's so close to being turned into a pure point. Rod gets bodied as well, and Wootum is doing it himself at the moment. Oh my god, Wootum!
He gets a stop as well on Cherished. Oh my god, they might get this. They really might get this.
Wootum now, having done that work, he's going to have to hope that Mighties can stay inside that hill, and it was more than enough. That was the Wootum show.
Do you believe in Wootum supremacy? That is the question. It is now becoming a religion, as you saw on the main stage. 2-1, the game is completely different.
Here for ITB to get near the hill, the answer is no for them. 3-2 now, after a 2-hill run that comes in from Pure. And the answer back from ITB, the lead is now taken as we head back to that first hill.
Look at last shot, by the way. One of the last 2 alive on the team. Damage! Gets the assist. Unbelievable. He is 23, 13, and 14. The most kills in the game, the most assists in the game, and the least deaths in the game.
Plays off of the information, plays off of that damage, and can play with Jimbo. They might be able to eke out just a few more kills, but I kind of like the idea here, right? Piece together, make sure we don't go down in one, but
what angle is that? What angle is that?
Because 2 players have fallen, and now it's just a 1 kill advantage, a no kill advantage as we have a tie game.
Wow, split spawns and then a crazy angle. You could tell that ITV was not expecting that angle to be taken now. 3 kills for each side.
ITV trapped on the pink side as well. Last shot gets the kill to give Pure the lead. Chick, he's trapped at the moment. Wootum gets one. They fly out and they get the 49th. It's Wootum again taking over the game in the big moment. 1 more kill for ITB. Overshield coming up as well as Mighties is on the hunt.
Can you believe it? Overshield popping right now. This one battle here for the Overshield will determine how this goes.
Chick is trying to bait them in. He's not going to go directly for this. He's trying to play ahead of it, and now Mighties has information. He has the flank. He has the game in his hand, but where's the timing? It's in the hands of Jimbo and ITB. They will win 50-48 in another insane game in this series.
Unbelievable.
Now, 3 dead here for Pure, and last shot for
times
to do on
perfectly.
The map, I was going to say, hasn't found any bodies until now.
Love that. That's not. Oh my! Perfect shots out of last shot. That's not easy with camo, even though it looked like certainly he made it look easy. Just the fact that he knew he could get those timing on C stairs. Just picks up another one, killing 3 by the way. Coming in 89-90 on the board. 11 points to go for Pure on the series.
They have to force it. Mighties tries to force it. Drug gets the kill. Toilet gets another. Nobody is close enough outside of Chick, but he gets traded out, and Pure's run will continue. They win the series 3-1. ITB Esports will exit at the top 6, and now Pure find themselves with the chance on Championship Sunday to cause a little bit of a run.